Okay, so let me give you at least my opinion here. Okay, um, the ones look like Jerry Jones doing Dak dirty, losing weapons like Cooper, Zeke, now Pollard. More reason for Dak to leave, but Eagles making me nervous. Yeah, I have to say that the Eagles, the one thing I can say is I have Eagles envy that they are at least out there trying and making moves. Now, we've heard that Justin Jefferson, him coming back was predicated on, or wanting to come back was predicated on Kirk Cousins being there. That's his guy. He knows Kirk Cousins with the passing, whether you like him or not, has been his buddy. Now, here's where you look at this and say, if you're a free agent, if you are a Dallas Cowboy player, and if you're Dak Prescott, I know a lot of fans out there would say, we would love to see Dak Prescott go. I can't wait. Get that bum out of here because he's not Troy Aikman. Well, I'm going to say Troy Aikman without that great offensive line, without Evan Smith, without Michael Irvin or Jay Novacek, and that defense, he's not winning those Super Bowls. But here's the thing: if you continue to keep taking from the offense, so now this offseason we lose Tyron Smith, Biotish, your center, and Tony Pollard. Last year it was Zeke Elliott. The year before that, we're talking about Cedric Wilson and Amari Cooper. And so you look at this and you're seeing all the people that you've done good things with are gone and not being replaced. Say what you will about the Eagles, and I hate the Eagles, but what they do when they lose somebody, they try and get somebody else to replace them. San Francisco, they couldn't work it out with Eric Armstead. They go out, they sign another guy. Jerry is the definition of insanity on doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. And the quarterback making deals before Dak will cost us. And so, yeah, exactly. Shout out to you, Jason Renfro. Got you covered on the super chat. The problem is Dak Prescott could look at this and say, enough is enough. And I've had it with this. I don't have a problem with moving on from Zeke. I don't have a problem with moving on from Amari Cooper. But in this game, you have to understand, you have to bring in talent. And there is talent out there that you can go out and get. And if you're not willing to do that, why should I continue my career here just to say that I'm a Dallas Cowboy? And I think that's where the Joneses believe that because they are the Dallas Cowboys, because you're going to get more ads or commercials, that you should be giving us a break and so on, when it really should be about winning. And what today has shown is the Cowboys, when they say, we're interested in Barkley and we're interested in Derrick Henry, and they're not making moves for those guys because they say they're too expensive and their number is like half of what the going rate is, you understand that being cheap and not putting those players for whatever reason there is not going to win you. And if I am Dak and I look at this and say, you're not going to do anything to help me get what I want, I need to go someplace where I do. And this is where then you start looking and saying, CeeDee Lamb looking around and saying, what are they going to do with Dak? Because I don't know if CeeDee Lamb wants to have Cooper Rush or Trey Lance. Now, he's seen both of those guys in practice. Do you look at this and say, we just lost Dak Prescott? I know his mama said, come to the Texans. But if you're not taking care of Dak and keeping him on the roster, does CeeDee Lamb look at this and say, maybe I want to go? Let me not sign that extra year. Let me try and become a free agent. Now, they could franchise tag him. Jobu Sports, top 5 content creator, Cowboys management, gone fishing, a.k.a. Film. Shout out to Film. But if you can see Dak Prescott being the linchpin of the Cowboys rebuilding. Literally. Because if Dak goes, he is literally the keystone. And if you look out, like in my windows here at the Red Brick House, you'll see bricks that are all going across straight, until they got this one stone that locks them in place. You take out the keystone, all the rest of that shit falls. And so if you look at this and say, Dak looks and says, Cowboys, they ain't serious about winning. I need to go someplace else because I can just take my $60 million here and have, the biggest salary single season pay in history, and I can pick where I want to go. When you see Kirk Cousins get $45 million to go Atlanta, who just tore his Achilles tendon, when you see Gardner Minshew sign a 2-year deal for $25 million, when you see all of these teams out here that are scrambling trying to find a quarterback, I can go someplace that will say, hey, we can get you and keep our draft picks and try and put some talent around you and try and win a Super Bowl. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be mad at him if he did. I would not be mad at him 100%. In fact, I would almost advise Dak Prescott, if we do absolutely nothing other than what we've always done in free agency, Dak, you need to move on. You need to listen to your brother Tad. Because at some point, winning a Super Bowl versus not winning a Super Bowl is your legacy. It just is. It just is. And I'm sad to say that. I am sad to say that maybe Dak Prescott needs to go. And not because I don't think he can play. I think he needs to go because the Cowboys, they ain't serious. He just ain't serious. And I would love to see him hoist up that trophy. I want to see him hoist it with the Cowboys. But right now, you got to feel like that ain't going to happen, bro. That ain't going to happen. Eric, did you get Queen? No. I missed my sister, Angelica. Angelica was in here earlier. It's weird now when you're broadcasting from the man cave. Used to, I've been here a lot. We kind of have to be down here. My mother-in-law broke her leg, and so we're helping her get back on her feet and stuff. So I'm fortunate that we have this place that we can stay while we're doing that and stuff. We need your voice, Mark. Dak deserves better. I'm being honest with you. If I'm Micah Parsons, if Micah Parsons, who's been out there basically saying, I need more help, why do I want to sign another deal? Why do I want to? I mean, I get it. That's just the Dallas Cowboys and the glitz and the glamour. I'm hearing online he's coming Wednesday, but I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure I'd be in a rush to sign my contract for the Cowboys at this moment either. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me see what you're going to do. Are you going to do something? And if you're not serious, then why should I be? That would be my take. Dak needs a center and running back. Dak needs a center, a running back, another wide receiver, a tackle. He needs a lot. The Cowboys have been stripped bare. We have 16 free agents. Okay, I don't think people understand. I don't think people understand what we're talking about here. But the Cowboys have 16 players that have to be replaced. 16 players that have to be replaced. Okay? And if they don't replace them, okay, we're talking, and 3 have already signed elsewhere with good contracts. Tony Pollard, Rico, okay, those are guys that are no longer on our roster. The only one we have right now is Vaughn. Vaughn is the only running back we have on the roster. We have to get somebody to replace him, okay? Tyron Smith is gone. Biotish is gone, okay? That's 2 starting offensive linemen that you no longer have, okay? You didn't have any linebackers, okay? You didn't have any linebackers, right? Last year. I know you're going to look and say, well, Overshown's coming back, so we got him, okay? And Damone Clark, okay, all right, so that's it? And your defensive line, you've lost Dorrance Armstrong, Neville Gallimore's on there, Dante Fowler is there, Hankins is there. We're talking about starters here that are gone in free agency. You believe in Vaughn, let him start. So we need a bruising back, so we're gonna have a guy who's about 5'8" as our bruising back. Is that it? Okay. All right. I got you. I got you. Let me get my man Game Time here on the board. Mint. Where? Wait a minute. Did I mess up? There we go.